Hi guys, it's ASBYT, and there's no secret that Apple's AirPods Pros, while not perfect and certainly not for everyone, are one of the most popular pairs of truly wireless earbuds going. And as a result, every time a new pair of wireless earbuds comes out, the term AirPod Killers gets bandied about. But this time, with the very latest Tone Free FN7s from LG, this might just very well be the case. Earbuds. Disclaimer, LG did send across these earbuds and are kindly sponsoring today's video, but as always on the channel, all views are my own, both good and bad, because they're not perfect, as you'll see. So in terms of design, we've got a mixed bag. There's nothing remarkable about the buds themselves, but there's nothing too offensive either, with a traditional large upper section and a thin lower stem, and more on the stem's features in a minute. The buds themselves do look pretty smart. The case, on the other hand, is a little bit of a different story. I'm not a massive fan. It's very small and portable, great. But it's glossy, so it will pick up dirt and minor scuffs, etc. more easily. And while it doesn't feel really cheap and tacky, the hinge doesn't necessarily feel the most premium. The FN7s also come in a matte black, which I personally think is my personal preference. How many times do you want to say personal? Let me know what you think. Would you go with a matte black or would you go with a glossy white? Now, interestingly, this case is also somewhat of a germ exterminator, and I'll explain. With its UV nanotechnology, the case can kill 99.9% bacteria on the speaker mesh via UV light when the case is closed and the earbuds are charging for around 10 minutes. Many have suggested it's this electric blue light here that's responsible, but of course UV LED light is invisible and this is just mood lighting, which looks really cool, but it's not necessarily the most practical at night time. Absolute blindage if you're rooting around in the dark and you open it to try and find you and then I wish there was an option to turn that off in the settings. The case provides 14 hours of battery life to add to the 7 that come from the buds themselves. That is with active noise cancellation off, however, and with it on, it's more like 5 hours. Not incredible, but certainly solid in the battery department, and with just 5 minutes charge you can get 1 hour of music playback, which is really good if you're travelling, for example, and there's wireless charging as well. Another tick is that these are very comfortable. I can wear them for hours with absolutely no problems. You also get a choice of 3 different sized silicone tips, so you can really customise your fit. Obviously everyone's ears are going to be different, so these will fit people differently. I can only go off how they feel in my ears, unless you want to send me yours. That's a bit weird. Don't arrest me for stealing people's ears. I think we're going to move on. I think I just hit the microphone as well with these. Now, these silicone tips also help with passive noise cancellation with a special twist fit vortex ribs design. Now, I don't know how much this pattern does indeed help with that like they say it does, but by default this overall bud style does very much help as they plug your ear canal. So they've done pretty much all they can in terms of passive noise cancellation like they did with the FN6 generation, but with this very latest generation, one of the big selling points is, of course, as I mentioned, active noise cancellation, or ANC. And simply for that feature alone, might see certain people upgrade from the previous generation. Is the ANC here the best on an audio device? No. There are better options out there, especially obviously on over-ear headphones, but it does work. And it's pretty decent. It doesn't block out everything, but it certainly does minimise, especially the higher frequencies, chatter, things going on around you. So family members, conversations, if you're out and about, people on the street, shops, etc., if you can go in them, it seems to work pretty well. Obviously, with the current climate that we're in, I haven't really been able to travel with them, going on aeroplanes and trains, etc., but certainly in terms of noisy kids chatter, my children, number one, it blocks them out a little bit, and I might just wear them all the time. There's also an ambient noise feature as well, so if you want to hear more of what's going on around you, again, you can. It's not quite as natural as, say, on the AirPods Pro, but it definitely does do a pretty good job at keeping you aware of your surroundings. Great for traffic and stuff. So up until now, everything's been pretty solid, without being necessarily breathtaking. But what about the all-important sound quality? Because, of course, if the audio sucks, then the rest is pretty irrelevant, right? Well, thankfully, this is where the FN7s kind of shine. For a pair of wireless earbuds, the sound quality is pretty excellent. I make no secret that LG makes some of the finest audio products on the market due to their continued partnership with Meridian. And in these earbuds, Meridian's headphone spatial processing, or HSP, helps to simulate the experience of listening to real loud speakers whilst maintaining really clear and crisp vocals. You will never get quite the same audio quality from a pair of earbuds as you would on a set of over-ear headphones, but like I said, as far as earbuds or earphones go, you've got some really punchy bass and a nice, well-balanced all-round sound. Granted, it won't be to everyone's cup of tea depending on what sort of music you listen to, but, and this is a really great feature, if you download the LG TONE Free app on either iOS or Android, you can choose between immersive, bass boost, natural and treble, and you can create your own custom EQ settings as well, to create a sound unique to your tastes. All earbuds and headphones should have an app like this. I think out of the box it's set to immersive, but I would probably put it on either natural for most situations or bass boost for certain music type occasions. Also in the app you can customise the touchpad settings on the sides, deciding on play and pause, skipping tracks and voice command, and volume also. Again, I wish all earbuds had this kind of customization when it comes to the tap or swipe gesture control, and there's also a cool kind of haptic sound on each touch as well. Now, way careful, don't break them. I mean, we could do a drop test, I suppose, to see. No, don't be silly. Now, call quality is also another very important feature that often on reviews gets kind of overlooked. So I did a little bit of testing. LG claim the FN7s have their mics working in tandem to give you an advanced sound, with the upper mic detecting external noise and cancelling out any that's unwanted, and the lower picking up and amplifying your voice. In practice, I've been told that I sound really nice and clear and loud, but there is a slight echo compared to just being normally on my phone. Not better, not hugely worse, just a bit different. Media or music is paused when you take your buds out of your ears, which is nice. They are IPX4 rated, meaning splashing water from any direction is fine, but don't submerge, and they have Bluetooth 5.0 connectivity. There is very low latency here, so not really any lag for watching movies or gaming, although definitely not as effective as wired earphones, understandably. And in terms of smartphones, you compare them with either Android or iPhones, and they connect fine on both. Obviously, if you do have an iPhone, they won't pair quite as quickly as they would if you were using AirPods Pros, for example, but they are certainly more than usable on Apple devices. So overall, for around £180/$, they're priced premiumly, don't get me wrong, but they do offer all of the major features that you would want in a pair of truly wireless earbuds. And they're still £70-odd cheaper, again, than Apple's offering. So that makes them certainly a contender. Believe it or not, the one big con, surprisingly, is the availability of the previous generation, the FN6s, which are now priced in certain retailers at just around £80. I've just checked, it's actually about 90, but you get the idea. So really the key here is, if you're looking at getting these, how important is ANC for you, and the slightly better bass offering you get with the FN7s. Let me know in the comments what you think of LG's TONE Free FN7s. Again, thanks to LG for sponsoring today's video, and let me know if you would like to see a giveaway for these little bad boys. I'll probably drop something on my Instagram and Twitter if we get a rousing reception in the like button on this video. I'm not bribing for likes, alright? I'm just a nice guy. I like giving things away. 50,000 likes and I'll get, alright? Share this video if some of your friends and family might be interested in picking some of these up during the holiday season. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you love everything tech, breaking tech news, unboxings, reviews. I love you and leave you. I'll see you in the next one. ASBYT, peace out.